With a new Scream on the horizon, I thought I would do what I like to do here, is take a deep dive into the world of knockoffs, and well, with Scream in particular, my god, there's a lot to go through, but this one looks both promising but also a complete rip-off. This one stood out to me above the rest because it actually looks like a very promising movie itself, which surprisingly it was, but at the same time it is 100% clearly a rip-off of Scream. It's an odd movie to rip off as well, because Scream made big bucks, so like financially, I understand why you would want to. But Scream itself is like an homage and love letter to so many horror movies in cinema. It feels like Scream's done all the homework and you've just stole the answer type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, technically you both passed the test, but if you ask Urban Legend how they done it, they'd be like, Scream, I don't know. We've seen movies on this channel with huge surprising casts and you think, well, this is going to be fucking great. I mean, look at them all. Whereas with Urban Legend, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was watching it and thinking, they're in this? Really? That surprised me. Like, for better or for worse. It's a weird collection. And talking about the cast and then clearly copying Scream, they even went after some Scream alumni for this movie. Our lead actress here was reportedly almost Sidney Prescott, so I mean, the lead for lead is already wild. And not only her, they have also got sorority sister Lois as well as film movie guy number 1. Yes people, number 1. And also we've got Freddy Krueger in both. I am 100% counting that. Now Urban Legend may well be trying to be Scream here, but at the end of the day, I have to respect the fact that it is still trying something new itself, and that being the titular Urban Legends. Of course at the core of it is quite similar. We know we've got the group of like teens, they're in college, there's a killer on campus and they're all trying to work out who it is, fingers get pointed, that sort of thing. But in Scream you had Ghostface and everyone was worried about Ghostface and he became an urban legend, whereas here, no, we're using urban legends. So first off, if you are new here, you like a bit of horror, a bit of commentary, consider hitting subscribe, that'll be fucking awesome. Thank you so gosh darn much to the channel members as well, the fact that exists blows my mind every time. And now let's find out just how well Urban Legend, with 2 years to do it and some of the same cast, can rip off Scream. Let's go. We are hitting this movie on the right note for a horror, some spooky late night near-death driving. And then immediately the absolute wrong note. Like, I don't even think YouTube copyright detection could pick that up, so you know, silver linings people. We are just pulling up on an empty tank of gas and our girl is just looking everywhere for the stars of this movie. But unfortunately, there's no leads here. I'm sorry, couldn't resist, but at least we do have a bit of help. Mate, if it isn't horror icon himself from Wizard of Gore, it's Dr. Chong. Look, I promise you people, this is not deliberate, but Brad Dourif just keeps fucking appearing in these movies like a stray cat you fed once. He isn't even credited in this movie, he's just straight up sneak attacking my channel now.
Run out of gas?
Yeah, fill it up please.
Turns out our gal though, yeah, she is not a people person.
Freak show.
Matter of fact,
Oh my God.
eat shit.
Okay, and I'll also accept, she's a little bit shit.
Come inside for a minute, please.
What is it?
Credit card company's on the phone.
She gets called inside because the bank are on the phone because this out of nowhere transaction is probably not familiar for her. So she grabs the mace like you would and heads on inside and things are getting seedy. Making a beeline for the phone, this could well be the first time in her life she's heard something stay in tone.
Hello?
No, this is Patrick.
No, don't touch me! No! Ah!
Right, bit of an overreaction there, miss. And to make it worse, she needs a way out of this garage that is literally littered with tools that are easy to reach. But no, instead she goes for the phone because it's the only fucking thing she's allowed to interact with. Dr. Chong, she did you so wrong, mate. On behalf of all of us here, we're sorry. This gal's just zipping away fast while listening to some very apt life advice. I know the back seats of cars can get a little hot and steamy, shall we say, but I have never once before seen someone swing a bi-penis back there. It genuinely made my day to learn what this axe is called for this video, and I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, I don't care. With one kill down, we are straight on over to Pendleton University, baby, and we know this is a cool school, because there's a skateboarder here.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
First up, we get a familiar face with radio DJ Sasha.
Ah, had yourself a little frat boy protein shake, did ya?
Sasha, I've been feeling so sick.
This is the radio woman. Who did you do that for? She is a naughty one for sure, but I mean, with those abs across from you, can you blame her? Now we get to the main group and we have got Natalie, Parker, Brenda, and as much as it pains me, Paul.
Anywho.
I mainly know Michael's face from YouTube shorts where he sits across from two people telling his stories, so you know, stick to your strengths, my guy.
This guy, he just flips out, you know, goes completely berserk.
He is kicking off his very first podcast about the story about the psych professor who went on a massacre, because of course that happened.
Yeah. Does away with an entire floor before finally stabbing himself straight through the heart. Oh.
Unfortunately for Parker though, he is not getting a good run up to his story, not with little smart arse Paul is around.
Well, it's a bullshit story you hear on every campus in the Northeast.
Thank you.
And yes people, of course Paul is the heartthrob of this movie.
Bye, Paul.
Baker.
He is such a babe.
Our gals are heading home, and you do remember this movie's urban legend, right? Well, just to make sure, and unlike the girl in the intro, they are really driving it home.
It's just a legend, then what's the problem?
I won't encourage this.
Come on, Natalie. Cut me a little slack. This is half the reason I transferred here. Now.
And if that wasn't bad enough, these non-believers are testing the urban legend gods and ordering 3 rounds of, you know, tomato juice and vodka.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
This is why you don't fuck with demons or ghosts. God damn it.
You called?
Hold up, there is no shot Damon was doing that voice. Like, the movie says he was, and for all purposes he was, but like, come on to fuck. This is it playing unedited, so unless my guy can fucking teleport, I'm calling myth.
He was trying to summon the dead, Damon, not frat boys with badly grown facial hair.
I mean, it must have grown this.
We're with Nat now, making her way to bed, and this girl is just getting jump scared all bloody night. I mean, first we have Damon. Next up is the old janitor.
Sorry.
And you know what stereotype this 90s horror doesn't have yet? The sex-hungry, death-loving goth girl, of course.
Shut up! It's fucking late!
Sorry.
I mean, she must fucking love her room then, with death cleaning the halls outside. And before you folks come at me like, Gob, it's only one moment, how do we know that she is sex-hungry and loving death? Well, she is not slowing down, and there is a dead rat on the wall. Just because. Thankfully for Nat though, this is nothing that a high-end, modern-era Walkman can't drown out. We're on to the next day, and it is classic horror lecturer equals foreshadowing time.
We discussed folklore as a gauge for the values of the society that created them.
This is definitely one lecture you do not want to fall asleep in though.
Menacing phone calls. And upon investigating them, she realizes that they are originating from an upstairs bedroom.
Get it? Because the lecturer, he played Dream Man in Zombie Mutation.
Who's heard this before,
How the fuck have you all heard this? He goes on for a while and he commits the cardinal sin for me editing this, which is the longer he talks, the slower he goes.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure most of you grew up thinking that this happened to girls in all your hometowns, but it didn't.
Now we've had some lecture on urban legends, let's get some audience participation.
Volunteer for my little experiment,
Coming.
Had those before?
Yeah, they're pop rocks. They crackle in your mouth.
Eat some.
Okay mate, that was a little bit creepy. But she can't eat them dry of course, if only she had a delicious ice-cold beverage fit for a summer's day.
Thirsty? Oh, what's wrong? Something you might have heard about mixing Pop Rocks and soda?
This movie is clearly rolling in Pepsi money.
Supposedly, your stomach and your intestines, everything burst.
So for context, because it is older, and also I had no idea of this story whilst I'm in the UK, but it is all legit. There was an old commercial that aired, and rumours started flying around that the kid in it died because he ate like Pop Rocks and drank soda at the same time, and it blew up his tummy. To put it in modern and or UK terms, do you remember the Frosties kid and how everyone on the playground told you that he died in the most horrific fucking ways? Yeah, it's the same idea. Like, he didn't. He's doing well for himself. Good on him. Anyway, all that aside, our man steps up now and takes on the dangerous task of pop rocks and soda.
Voila! She's still alive. As I said, class, this story is nothing but an urban legend.
He said it! He said it!
He's gonna explode!
He is such an asshole, but you have to admire his dedication to the bit. Like, I kind of can't be mad.
Thank you for your help.
We are just on to school the next day with our heartthrob newsboy Paul's latest work.
She went to Pendleton? You have got to be kidding me. I knew I should have gone to NYU.
Our intro girl went to this school, but the staff, yeah, they are not having any of it.
You can't just come and take every copy here.
You're the one that wrote this inflammatory piece of rubbish, huh?
I have a quote for you. U.S. News and World Report named Pendleton the safest university in this country. You best believe I intend to keep it that way.
Holy shit, it's Adele. Any Grace fans out there, I hope you understand. I cannot hear the name Richard anymore the same because of this woman. Fucking, she ruined it for me.
How about some interviews, you know? Students react to the tragedy on campus.
Okay, I am saddened and moved by the
This was someone's life.
We just see the news briefly that the hunt rages on for old Mikey at the gas station. I don't think he's a suspect though, it's just for information.
The search continues for Michael McDonnell, the proprietor of this gas station where she was last seen.
Injecting some more scream into this, it is time for our group to sit around and speculate, and it turns out only Damon knew her.
Hey, did anyone here know her? She roomed in Daly.
I don't miss her too, because that girl gave great head. Yeah, she gave great head. Come on.
Damon, mate, come on, you have to be better. We are done speculating and back on up to the room, and of course our goth baddie is looking for love on. Goth for goth.
Hey, Tosh. Sorry about last night.
And before you get your hopes up, it's not a real website, I'm sorry. It's not a thing. You need to look for your goths elsewhere. Our main gal just hands her some lithium pills she had lying around, which is surely going to be relevant. Of course our goth storms off, and it is time to settle in for some bombs.
I knew you two were in this together!
So you did know her. Why are you lying, Nat? There is no time for answers right now though, because we have a guest.
Hey, it's just the neighborhood. Thought I'd drop by, see if you want to go over to the house.
Damon, who are you to these people? He hangs around like he's a friend, but they don't seem to like him and think he's a twat. Like, fair enough if he was friends with one of the guys and he was a part of the group on that basis, but no, he's coming here solo.
Parker said he's going to pierce Hootie's nose.
Hootie's a dog.
Parker can die, and everyone being so chill with piercing a dog's nose, like, I'm losing sympathy fast for this group.
We don't have to go hang out with a bunch of drunken frat boys. We can just go someplace and talk.
We are just taking off for a little quiet chat in the woods with what is an absolutely seamless transition.
So you and Michelle were friends then?
I mean, you can see they tried. Damon here just continues to be an absolute piece of shit with his attempts at chat-up lines.
My girlfriend, she's dead. And,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, folks, that is correct. He is lying about having a dead ex for sympathy, but thankfully, Nat can see right through his game.
Nice try, Damon.
Again, I ask you people, why are you in this group, and why did you agree to go with him?
I want to take a piss.
He hops out to relieve himself, shall we say, and it is only a quick pee in the woods at night with a killer around. He'll be fine. Bloody hell, why did you go on a fucking orienteering adventure to go for a piss? He went so far, like if it was me, I'd be on that tree right there. In and out, job's done.
Damon?
Nat is getting concerned. You know, Damon may have been the one driving, but this is not the Parker she was looking for. Shit is going down. We tie up the car and there is a lot of knocking about. I mean, at least Damon got to finally do some banging on the car. Am I right, boys? For real though, as horrible as it is, this is a really cool death setup. Wait, why was he on the car? And if that wasn't bad enough, dude is the only killer I've seen in cinematic history to fall off the bonnet twice, back to back. Our gal here of course keeps backing up into Damon. Again, not like that, people.
Just hanging around.
I am willing to overlook the fact that Damon would have more likely came down slowly from that rope, the way it was set up, than one big drop. But you know, for the sake of drama. With one killer, twice hit, and a dead Damon, Natalie just crawls her way off because that's the safest option right now, and straight on over to Cop Reese, and then we're immediately back on the site.
I don't get it. The car was
Here, huh?
Reese, I saw his body. I touched it.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
The police arrested that gas station attendant this afternoon.
Oh shit, okay, maybe Mickey was the suspect. Unlucky, my guy. As you would expect, we are straight back to college for a sit down to talk about this, but Parker is having none of it.
It wasn't a mannequin, Parker. Damon was dead.
Come on, Nat. Damon is the best practical joker on this campus, all right?
Really? The best? What a title for him. But for the life of me, I just can't put my finger on it. What does this remind you of exactly?
Don't you guys get it? Come on, it's just like that urban legend.
Of course, the urban legend. What else would it be?
Wexler talks about it every semester in class. You know, guy and a girl parked out in the woods. It's her dead boyfriend hung from a tree. Damon's in the class. He knew the myth, all right?
But come on, folks. One story isn't that creepy. Like, as long as there's not any more of them or, you know, anything like that.
Isn't there another story about a guy with an axe hiding in a woman's back seat?
Hello.
Hello there.
My mom still checks the back seat before getting into a car.
That's how Michelle Mancini died.
Well, shit, everyone. That's it. And genuinely, just for the briefest of moments, we need a little bit more goth in this movie. So let's walk in on her using old baddie Bumble and give some stink eye.
Tosh, do you mind please? What? Never mind.
That is literally the scene, just so we have Natalie now using a public phone. Moving on.
Okay, Damon Brooks specifically, can you tell me if he checked in?
Oh, well, I really can't tell you that. The cabin's not in his name, and it's not on his credit card.
With no sign of Damon and no one hearing from him, we are now hitting up the library. And you know, of course we have to go horror style. Fucking every time that gets me. Like, I have seen this shot so many goddamn times. It will never fail me. Now we have got thousands and thousands of books here, and Natalie's trying to narrow down these myths, these urban legends that people talk about. Like, she's going to be here for fucking hours. Oh, well, fuck me, never mind. This is a good library. Meanwhile, we bump into Sasha, and she's here just to get a few more moves for the radio.
An early edition of Kama Sutra. With...
We haven't seen enough Sasha in this movie, if you ask me. Of course, we go straight to thumbing through this book, and our gal spies a new myth.
Wait a second. This is definitely not a myth.
Oh shit, sorry. True story.
The Gang High Beam initiation. Gang members drive around at night with their headlights off. And when someone goes to flash from their high beams to warn them, they kill them. That's why I never warn anybody about anything when I drive.
She literally just drops some knowledge that this happens, and then off she goes to bang. Like, we thank you for your service, Sasha.
I got some homework.
Our resident baddie of this movie, Gloom for You, finally gets a match, and it's not just anyone, people. It is a fellow lithium lover. Without a moment to spare, she dips to get ready for the big day and, you know, doesn't lock her door. I see no issues with that. I don't think anyone didn't see that coming. But I will say, fair play to the movie for going full killer mode. I half expected, and purely because this is a 90s movie with a goth, that she would have thought it was roleplay and it was her date coming early, but no. We're straight killer, straight victim. I mean, it's not a great situation, but I'm glad there was no fucking around. Literally. Natalie is heading back and she unlocks the self-locking door and she has learned her lesson. She will not look at Sexy Times Goth.
Sorry. Not looking.
The fact that Natalie has not turned around once is insane to me. Like, all of you out there, you would take a peek. And not even in a pervy way, but like, you would be curious. We come to the next day and it is looking a hell of a lot worse than a standard chokeout. This is so fucked. Like, our goth just wanted to find love. Is that so hard, people?
Better check her pulse. She's lived like that for years.
Right, a quick time out. Let's not forget this is trying to be Scream, people, so what are we all thinking? Right now my money is on Paul being the killer, and no, not just because he's Jared Leto. But he's a newsboy in university, so you know, like, kill people, write the stories on it, do better in life, maybe that sort of angle. That's where I'm at. After Damon and now we're goth, it is finally time we start asking Natalie some questions, but because of those lithium meds, we're unfortunately chalking this up to Tosh just deleting her own save file.
It appears to be a tragic suicide.
No, Tosh didn't kill herself. There was someone else in that room.
I understand that Natalie technically didn't see anybody, but surely she's like an ear witness.
So you never actually saw anyone there?
Well, I sensed that
No,
there
no,
was someone.
honey, did you see anyone in the room?
No.
Hearing that somebody was there has to count for something, right? Like, check a fucking security camera.
I am so sorry. Are you alright? Of course not. Stupid question.
Without even a moment to grieve, in comes Paul, my #1 suspect and nemesis, and he just keeps on digging.
I know that this is a really bad time for you. But I gotta ask you a couple of questions.
Give her a goddamn minute, Paul.
She was murdered. She was murdered just like Michelle, just like Damon.
Damon? I don't know what's going on here, but, you know, if you want, we can go somewhere and talk.
I swear, men in this movie need to stop inviting Natalie to go talk in private. Natalie, public spaces only, woman.
The idea of an urban legend serial killer, it's a stretch.
But don't you think it's possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
But viewer, I hear you out there asking, Gub, why exactly are all these killings happening now? Like, is this just coincidence? Well, I've got you answered.
Tonight's the 25th anniversary.
What's that got to do with anything?
The Stanley Hall massacre.
No, I told you that story is not true.
You give me the fucking creeps, you know that?
Are you sure?
Time to put that reporter instinct into practice, and unfortunately, somebody has taken the only annual that would have covered those years, so plan B, people. We are going to the cleaner.
You know anything about Stanley Hall? Talk to Wexler.
As you may imagine, Wexler is not answering the door.
Would you look at that?
I am fucking telling you, it is stupid Jared Leto and a stupid face. Like, the man is out here unlocking doors right in front of us. For the record, I absolutely stand by that, but maybe there is something to this Wexler thing.
Paul?
Although I will say, I know a bi-penis when I see one, and friends, that is a mono-penis. For the movie's sake though, they react like it is the same axe.
Something I can help you with?
Our ragtag duo here are just shite at sleuthing and naturally get caught immediately, but now is time for them to ask a few questions.
We found the axe.
That is a prop I use in my folklore class. How can you even suggest that I had anything to do with that girl's death?
Why don't you tell us about the Stanley Hall massacre?
Okay, so maybe we're not getting answers. Our dean is clapping back hard.
I decided to take a look at your personal file. Probation for reckless endangerment.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And as for our boy Paul, yeah, he is not a happy bunny with this revelation.
What was all that about? Reckless endangerment? We're not exactly talking about running a stop sign here, are we, Natalie?
I really don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay, what do you want to talk about? My career options without a body of writing samples? Because, for your information, Natalie, they're kind of limited.
It was in high school.
I am telling you, it's him. Kills for his works. Think about it. We unfortunately do not know who she recklessly endangered, but straight on over to swimming pool. Fucking course he's here too. Damn it, can't a woman swim in peace? Natalie here is banging on that horror movie classic soundproof glass. I mean, to be fair, she is also swimming, but our killer is getting closer until... Mate, who the hell walks poolside in a fluffy jacket? I feel gross thinking about that concept.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Look at you.
It is finally time we open up about knowing that intro girl Michelle, and yes, strap in folks, It's answer time along with an urban legend.
We hadn't spoken in 2 years. We were in my car one night. Michelle was driving. A story about the gang high beam initiation going around. So she turned the headlights off and waited for the first car to pass by and flash us. She made a U-turn and started chasing him, flashing her high beams, laughing. And then the other car lost control and ran off the road. By the time the ambulance came, he was already dead.
Listen, if I was driving and some woman was flashing me, I guarantee I would crash as well. Sadly, this was the blame them kind of flashing.
I was never able to forgive her for what she did.
After Natalie is done baring her soul, and after her roommate, her old friend, Damon that we knew, the last thing she needs is a party of some kind.
Okay, promise you won't leave me alone?
I promise. Unless, of course, I hook up with some cute little blue-eyed journalist.
God damn it, girl, take the night off. Turns out, viewer, we were all wrong as well. Old Mr. Wexler didn't kill anyone. In fact, he was the only survivor. That is literally all we get here, though.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to add on a few extra guards this weekend, just in case.
Don't contact anyone without my permission. No parents, no police. Is that understood?
Our cop is looking to up security for, well, very obvious reasons, but our Dean is putting his foot down. That is probably the quickest regret I've seen yet on the channel. Our Dean is crawling to safety and it is not looking good. Our killer doesn't even look interested in the kill. You know, he's not hyped for it, he's not regretting it. I mean, honestly, he looks kind of neutral. Now let's get a change of pace with old party time, folks. That is it for me. I am A-OK with Parker being butchered. The poor old dog. Now it took a lot for Natalie to let her hair down and unwind. You know, she's going through a lot right now. She deserves a night off.
You want anything? A beer. Okay, you're back. Thanks.
Stanley Hall's not a legend. And there's one survivor that night.
No, fuck off, Paul. Not tonight.
Pendleton covered up Stanley Hall. And Wexler, so long as he keeps his mouth shut, he gets a job for life. And probably every year around this time, he goes a little wacko. This year, off the charts.
So we are thinking Freddy Krueger's behind this. You know, the sole survivor turned killer sort of idea. And I hear you guys. Gub, why don't they call the cops?
Dean Adams beat me to it. They said he warned him to expect some prank calls tonight. He even gave him our names.
Surely that raises only more questions. Like, there must be some duty of care to take it seriously.
I'm so scared.
Hey.
Our two are in this together and things are starting to get a little hot and steamy.
You don't waste any time, do you, Natalie?
Brenda.
Here, it's light.
What was bad move, Nat? Bad friend. You are going through a lot, I get it, but I mean, come on. She was so obviously into him. Without more security, our cop Reese is taking on this case solo, which, first off, legendary move, by the way. Clearly shit is going down and she is not waiting around. But unfortunately for her, uh-oh, looks like somebody's been up to some bother.
Hello?
Now from one bloody office, we are back to the kids painting the town red and Paul is having none of it.
Look, you might want to end this party a little early. What? Natalie was right all along.
As you may have suspected, a room filled with about 100 half-cut college students, yeah, it doesn't leave much room for reason.
We should end the party.
They are back and forth, and you know what genuinely surprised me?
You may or you may not have heard of Paul. You see, this mediocre Woodward and Bernstein wannabe realizes, shit, I'm gonna graduate in a couple of weeks and end up writing gardening tips for Martha Stewart's living. And I'll start killing people in a trendy, attention-getting cover story kind of way.
Like, I've been thinking this all along, and then the movie says it. Like, am I wrong? Are they playing a double bluff? Am I Parker? I don't know anymore.
Why do you always have to be such a jerk?
He's just messing around.
Look, I'm gonna go to the radio station, okay?
Our Sasha unfortunately dips and stops gracing our screens to go back to the radio station, and as for Parker, he gets a little too familiar.
Hello?
You're gonna die tonight.
Oh, really? The call's coming from inside the house. Could it be an urban legend?
I mean, it could be Scream 2, mate, but also it immediately gets worse.
This is the one about the old lady who dries her wet dog in the microwave.
I know I'm not supposed to like a killer anyway, but microwaving a goddamn dog, like, that's so fucking rough. I can't help myself.
Fucking sick motherfucker!
Naturally and understandably, seeing the sight of this makes our man want to whitey, but uh-oh. And we are another person down. I feel nothing. That's what happens when there is a lot inside of you. It's so shit, so shit.
I'm sure it's blood. I'm covered in it.
Okay, well, due to the storm, all units are presently responding to calls.
You don't give a rat's ass when something really happens.
Hold, please.
Our cop calls it in and nobody is listening, so she is riding solo. And as for us, we are right on to Sasha.
All right, you guys, this is what you're gonna do, okay? Hello? Hello?
Okay, it's safe to say this final act is ramping the fuck up. Hey, there's the bi penis. Now there has been quite a few similarities to Scream, but we cannot be a true Scream copy without a hot girl running in fear now, can we?
She's good. I got chills.
Natalie is en route to try and help, but meanwhile our killer, well, they are upping their game. Reaching new heights, you might say. I legitimately cheered at that. On yourself, Sasha. Even if it is more hot, scared girl hobble running. She is safer now, and look, I don't want to go victim blaming, but she has went right back to where she started here. By now, you guys already know a shot like this equals death, right? I fucking knew it. Fucking Sasha, come on. Girl, Nat walked in fine. The place isn't even locked. I guess she did pick up the wrong one earlier, because she got bad karma. Nat dips straight on over to Paul, who is shaking like a leaf, but it is now also sus of your friend's time, and I don't like it.
Paul! Paul! Sasha's dead. I just saw her.
All right. Where did this happen?
The radio station. Where were you?
Running all over campus trying to find help. The dean is gone. I can't find Reese anywhere. What are you doing?
I was just making sure that...
I told you the phones were dead. On your side.
This isn't comforting. Just so you know, I think it's you more now.
Let's get out of here.
Reese spies another one down, and it is fucking on now as we are hitting up the gas station for a phone because they don't have any on them.
Be right back.
Okay.
You two like each other. You should be together.
I fucking knew it, Paul, you piece of shit. It feels so good to be vindicated.
Vindication!
Like I said, he's all yours.
Our gals dip, of course, and we get what is possibly one of the best chase falls I have ever fucking seen.
Much later.
Like, we don't even cut to her or change the shot, like, she's just fucking gone. Natalie keeps on booking it, running from imminent death and right on into the safety of, well, death.
Someone's after me.
Get in.
You okay?
No.
Oh shit, okay. It wasn't Paul. I felt great for like a couple of minutes. We now get, and I am not exaggerating, every piece of like exaggerated, suspicious undertone dialogue you could possibly cram in here.
I ain't gonna bite you.
Okay, you can just let me out right here. Please just let me out.
Door went open from the inside. Stop that! What's wrong with you?
However, with one rogue driver with the lights off, Nat is switching sides faster than going 0 for 0 in ranked.
Idiot kids!
It's him.
Unfortunately, we are ran off the road. We epically make some pretty sweet air, and we are right back to on foot. So Nat really did just ruin the innocent janitor's day without a care in the world. You fucking monster.
Oh shit, here we go again.
But viewer, I hear you. Where is she going? Where could this movie end? Yes, the shutdown building that's been a focal point of the entire movie. However, the screaming inside, well, it can't be from Damon. She is following the scream right on into a room filled with nothing but death, but also, she seems pretty unaffected by it.
Excuse me, brah.
My girl gets over murdered friends real fast, it seems. Last up is poor Brenda, just splayed out here, but uh-oh. Brenda, what the fuck?
Gotcha.
Why?
Why? You still haven't figured it out, have you?
Go and get yourself a drink, folks, because it is killer finale explanation time. Only now, it's actually one of the more decent ones on the channel.
There I am, Natalie. With my boyfriend. Pick ring any bells, Nat?
That alone for an explanation gives you top marks, Brenda. I am a books with pictures type of man after all.
Oh my god.
Ding, 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 ding! His name was David Evans. The one you and your friends decided to have a little fun with that night. You know, David and I were gonna get married that summer.
Oh shit, is it bad? I didn't see that coming.
You were driving, that it was your car. And you weren't there, Natalie!
You need to get help.
I have already tried therapy!
And as for Nat, a movie so focused on urban legends, how is she going out? Bigfoot style, taken out like Nessie?
The kidney heist. Supposedly they sell them on the black market. I don't think it's ever actually happened, though. Till tonight.
Oh, okay, just some kidney removal. Brenda is taking the piss.
You won't get away with this.
Taking the piss, it's anticlimactic, and she's taking the piss. That is a double, people.
I've got the perfect murder in the trunk of Paul's car. Wexler, professor, does away with his students, then kills himself in the same manner as the course he teaches. It's beautiful.
Brenda goes straight for the gut. There is no fucking around here, and we get the best cop entrance in cinematic history.
Oh, great.
Reese, I love you, but you were already in the room like 90%. Our cop has her against the wall, dead to rights, pointing Reese's piece at her, but uh-oh. Brenda is back in the driver's seat, baby. And just in case you folks forgot this movie was trying to be Scream.
Very well done.
What is going on? What are you doing?
I couldn't have planned it better myself.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is just what I need.
Paul here is coming in with a plan, a Hail Mary, one of those you help me and I help you situations, and it is all going well until...
We would be so fucking hot together, Paul.
I'll take care of the rest.
You're not that fucking cute. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Fucking yes, Reese. And with one final shot, our big bad is down.
What kind of friend are you?
I'm gonna go get some help, alright?
Quick!
Now with everybody in the clear, it is time to drive off into the distance and recap for us.
This will become a legend too, you know.
So if this is an urban legend, at what point do we get to the twist?
Brenda, will you fuck off already? She is swinging her bi-penis hard until, yes, she is sent through her second window within the same hour. Girl, that's too many windows. Like, after one window, you need to reevaluate your life choices. Plus the bonnets as well, she is struggling as a killer. And now we're on to the next wave of students, catching up and talking about the latest in urban legends.
The river was such a mess because of the storm. It washed away the body.
Bullshit.
True. Happened right here at Ashton. It all keeps getting covered up. Think about it. Who would enroll at Murder You? Look, does anybody here believe me?
Not a chance, no.
I believe you,
Thank you.
but you didn't tell it right.
I didn't.
Not at all.
Movie, I know you do, but you cannot end there.
Okay, listen up, guys. Because this is how the story really goes.
Right, so that was Urban Legend, and I immediately need to ask the question, how the hell was she accepted back into college? Like, we know you're the killer. Like, how did you even get onto the grounds? They know who you are. Her motive in this movie was actually fairly decent. I mean, it absolutely doesn't justify killing all those innocent people, and also the dog, but I do like that it tied back into Nat. Like, Nat had used the urban legend as a prank, and then killed her boyfriend, and then she's now using the urban legend to get revenge. I like that full circle moment. The main kills in this movie were obviously urban legend inspired, or like messed with people based on urban legends, but then you've got Sasha, who was just axed in the radio station, as well as Abs. Like, what was the inspiration there? I also wish there was a little wrap up to let us know, is Michael free too now, or is he still locked up and that means he can't fucking get in any more of my videos? Who knows? Is the janitor okay? Nat really did not give a shit, and we do not circle back to that. Urban Legend was so clearly trying to be like the next Scream, because you gotta remember, this came out just a couple years later, so Scream wasn't like Scream as we know it today. It was a really popular movie, and they were like, we can cash in on that. And I think as far as copies or rip-offs of movies go, Urban Legend really pulled out the bag. It had an interesting premise with the Urban Legends, it had a really good killer motive, and it had plenty of good kills in it. Even though some were weird and not urban legendy at all, but we can look past that. And there was also the mystery as well, the sort of whodunit, because I'll be honest, I didn't fucking think it was Brenda. I definitely thought it was Paul, and then the movie called out the fact it was Paul. We also kind of get sus of Wexler as well. I wish there was a little bit more of like pointing fingers at each other, because for the most part, none of them were suspicious. At the end of the day, Urban Legend did what I love to see from a copy sort of movie, and that is, it didn't go for a one-to-one comparison, it tried its own thing, and it stayed very much in the same like vibe and tone of Scream, and that for me, you know what, it's fucking winning. It's obviously not as great as Scream, hence why we don't have a new Urban Legend 7 coming out, but nonetheless, this was a fun one. So like that was Urban Legend, what did you make of it? Please do let me know. If you haven't already, please do hit subscribe, that'll be amazing. And also if you're on mobile, please do hype this video. It's a feature I forget that YouTube has, but it really does make a fucking difference, so that would be awesome. I've got my socials down below as well as my Discord, so you want to follow, join, you can do all that stuff. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you on the next one. Fellow lithium lover. Fuck me.